It's at the end of the year, December 2018, and oftentimes most of us start the new year with the idea of changing something. I read a great book recently called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and what I learned from that book was that oftentimes people are interested in getting a specific outcome. So it's kind of like the golden circle, but now the outer layer is the outcome. So they're interested in getting a particular outcome. For example, they want to lose weight. So that's an outcome. That's a specific outcome that people want to achieve. And then they start thinking to themselves, well, if I want to lose some weight, what do I need to do? What's the process? So that's the second level, the process level. Well, I could join Weight Watchers. I could start running 10 miles a day. I could start lifting weights. Those are just different processes, different ways. The how, if you want to think about it in terms of Simon Sinek's methodology, of how we will achieve the outcome, the what. So, but unfortunately, those two different, just like most marketing that most companies use that focus on the what and the how level, most people fail with their New Year's resolution. Why? Because they never go for the why level. So what's the why level for personal change? Is the identity. So let me give you a great example that I read in that book. If you approach two people, they were smokers, and offer them a cigarette. And the first person says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. Okay? That's one response. Suppose you approach a second person with the same offer, and the person says, no thanks, I am not a smoker. What's the difference between those two? The second person sees their identity as someone that is not a smoker. The first person is working at the outcome level. They're trying to change being a smoker, versus the second person says, I am not a smoker. Their identity is, I'm not a smoker. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is those three levels that a lot of times when people talk about personal change, they focus on the outcome. They get into the processes, and they often spend a lot of time planning the processes, but they never work on their identity. If you want to make a change, then you need to change make sure that the identity. Who are you going to become? Start referring to yourself as the person that you want to have that outcome. Otherwise, the change is temporary. If you're an overeater, you could try different methodologies, but eventually you'll go back to overeating. I've known people that have gotten lap bands that I've sat across from them, and they're trying to stuff themselves full, and they were miserable. It was because they never changed the identity of I am a skinny person. So that's why that identity level is very important. Again, back to my course, the identity level is that you will become a person that understands refineries and becomes a great team member by taking that course. That's the how, the Refinery Basics course. And the outcome is that the people around you will recognize you for being a great team player and very knowledgeable about Refinery Basics. So I strongly recommend you sign up for the course. And isn't it kind of interesting how we connect the Simon Sinek's, the what, the how, and the why with the outcome, process, and identity. And the why is the identity, the processes is the how, and the what is the same as the outcome. And tomorrow I want to talk a little bit about team change. So it's going to be another three pieces connecting them. So enjoy. And again, sign up for the course.